Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we getting our jam on. Dungeon Jam 2025, I mean. Let's thank the TTRPG community and MysticArts for creating this awesome 5-room dungeon Dungeon Jam 2025 playlist. Link in the description below. You will learn a lot if you like that sort of thing. Enjoy. I provided a very expensive, high computer graphics cinematic narration of the 5-room dungeon I created. Here we go. Imagine a farmer sitting around, Farmer John we'll call him, and a fisherman. We'll call the fisherman, Jesus. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't know why we went with that. We just did. So they're sitting around and then they suddenly get eaten by a world-eating worm. Ah, yes, cringe overload. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Worms and worms. Swallowed whole. Players do get dramatically swallowed whole by a massive world-eating worm, like a Chinese dragon, if you will. They question how they got there, but this is where you actually create your character in a random roles game, right here in the first entrance level of the dungeon. Now, this can easily be adapted to whatever setting you wish. You can do a sci-fi, could be a living ship, kind of already is, wink wink. A timeless classic, of course, is actually the swallowed by a giant whale. You can adapt this to whatever you want. I do have random roll games set of roll tables, but a GM could easily replace them with their own preferred system, or they can adapt the random roll system to, that game TTRPG that's their favorite. After getting swallowed, they actually create their character, but then they get swallowed again. As in, that continues. The insides of this giant serpent undulate and shove them, and they have to use their new skills that they just got in a creative way to decide how not to get destroyed by tumbling all the way into the back end of this worm. And there is no back door on World Eaters, so to speak, so it cannot defecate you out. Sorry, that's just not an option. This is the setback. But worse, or perhaps better if you're a weirdo like me, there are worms. Yes, there are worms inside this worm. Gross, slimy shipworms who are eating the crystal and other minerals that make up the serpent's body. It's now clear that your players were swallowed in a desperate attempt to exterminate these worms, because these worms are a parasite of the World Eater. Or perhaps tame them and help them destroy the offending worm that swallowed them rudely without consent. Or maybe destroy both. Very challenging. Don't recommend it, but you can if you want. Ah, the climax. Carefully picking your way, your characters jump from time to time, slippery stone to slippery stone. They avoid acid spills, splashes, and tar pits. Organics and minerals composting and festering inside the worm. You have to fight the squirming and writhing environment, and maybe you also have to fight the worms blocking your way. It really depends on your choices in this one. It could go either way, especially if you decided to fight both. It's going to go bad then. But it's going to be fun, and it's going to be different, and it's going to be an adventure. The heart of the matter. Finally, against difficult odds, you have made it. Almost out. Now you can see light literally at the end of the tunnel. But first, you find yourself drawn to the last chamber mentioned in the journal, full of treasure and loot, knowledge, perhaps even a religion if your characters decided to become a cult and worship the worm, or maybe the worm. Yeah, those are options. But you do have to actually come and see the random roll tables I've created. I mean, I have them done by the time this video's made. I swear, I have. Now I'm going to give you a little warning. If you don't like holes and bumps, then please, you can just end the video now and thank you very much. If you do, there's some cool game art up ahead. Check this out. Yep, that is what the worm infestation looks like, and they leave a lot of holes and bumps. So, I made this video exactly 5 minutes and 5 seconds long for the 5th month, 5 days of the 2025 Dungeon Jam. Have a great day, random rollers.